Hello, how's it going? How are we all? It's such a pleasure to greet you. Welcome, everyone. May each and every one of your dreams, with all my heart, come true for you. Because everything starts with a dream. That's why we must always dream with our eyes open and our feet on the ground, never taking our eyes off the goal. To manage to reach the goal, you have to map out a plan. And this is a very good week for mapping out plans. Big hugs, full of light, peace, and so much light. The week of April 13th to the 19th. This week, specifically on April 19th, we give thanks and say until next time, my dear Aries, because the sun enters Taurus. This coming Sunday, April 19th, we have the sun in the sign of Taurus exactly at 7:39 in the evening, Central Time. Also, on the 14th, we have Mercury moving into the sign of Aries. And well, we also have many changes. This coming April 17th, there will be a super new moon, which is also known as a supermoon. The new moon will be in the sign of Aries, and it will occur at exactly 5:51 in the morning. This is a significant astrological event that many people look forward to each year. Lots of fire in the air, way. What does it mean to have so much fire in the air? The planets are moving. They're changing signs more constantly or continuously. Well, we have the sun, not to mention it's a luminary, the sun, the moon. And well, we have Mercury, Venus, and Mars, and then Jupiter and Saturn, which don't change very fast. Jupiter 1 year, Saturn 3 years. The others take many more years. What's my point? That we're going to have from April 14th until April 19th, meaning this week, we're going to have the sun shining brightly. The super new moon in Aries. Mercury. Mars. Saturn. What does all that fire together do? Each planet has its own energy, but they're all in Aries. What does this mean? Action, energy, moving forward. Controlling? Aggressiveness, avoiding conflicts, facing realities. If we handle it that way, that's generally for everyone. On a completely separate note, so pay more attention, all the fire signs, the Aries, the Leos, the Sagittarians, myself included, and of course, those of the cardinal cross, which are Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. What does it mean to pay attention? That I won't get hooked. What am I going to gain? That there's growth, that there are changes, that there are transformations, that new things are coming, that what wasn't happening for me will happen, that what wasn't moving forward will move forward. But if I get angry, get flustered, get upset, and look for conflict, oh, I'll certainly get it. No, it's not that you'll gain it. I mean, that's the other side. You decide. If you go up or you go down, if you want cold or hot, white or black, the decision is within each one of us. The planets are there. The energy is there. The decision is ours. Because that's what my chart said. Well, your chart might say that, my love, but you make the decision. You hold the reins. If they're telling you it's very cold, why go out in a bikini? If they're telling you there's going to be hail and giant ones, well, why go out and expose yourself? Astrology, the only thing it gives us are keys. Keys to make determinations or decisions and know if it's a good time or not a good time. This coming 17th, which besides 17, 7 and 1 is 8, is a very magical number. That day, we have a new supermoon in Aries, which will enter at exactly 5:51 in the morning. That's where I set my intentions, not necessarily exactly on that day. You can do it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that all the energy is there. A supermoon is the energy of 3 moons. What is a supermoon? that we're going to feel the moon right here. And it's a new moon, supermoon. Also, with the energy of the week, it's time to make determinations to decide if you're going to get hooked. It's not worth getting hooked. Wanting to be liked by everyone? Well, not at all. We're not 80-carat blue-white diamonds. If they like me, great. And if not, that's fine too. Free yourself from ties. Do what you want to do. Run for your dreams. If you want to please everyone, you're going to fail yourself. Just at the long, you have to be liked. These are the changes the planets are making, something that I absolutely love. Because appearances, well, there are many people who live for appearances. But when the planets start taking their place, and they're getting there. I mean, they're getting there. On June 29th, we're going to have Jupiter in Leo. On April 25, next week, spectacular Uranus, which has been in Taurus for many years, leaves to move into Gemini. All these changes are moving all of us, all living beings, everyone. Our pets, the plants, all the animals, the flora and fauna, it's felt. All these energies that we're experiencing is, what have you stopped being just to belong? How many things have you stopped doing or being just to belong? If this week you focus on what you truly want to do, you'll see that things will turn out wonderfully for you. Don't get caught up, please. Trust in abundance, trust in yourself, trust in your plans. It's time to win. It's time to close. Many times we have our hands full of things and we don't give a chance for something new to come in. We must let go, let go. Let go. Letting go, I'm not referring to something I had last week. No. There are things that must be let go after so many years. Of course, because, well, I'm not talking about it being instantly a disposable relationship, a disposable pattern. No, I don't mean that. I'm referring to something you've been saying for a long time. Like, that's enough. And these changes will lead us more and more to truly be what we want to be and vibrate where we should be vibrating. I'm going straight to the astrological recommendations. My dear Aries, well, it won't be long at all before Jupiter, currently in Cancer, is in Leo. It's already giving you information. It's giving you a sensational influence so you can go and do what you stopped doing because of doubt. Not because of you, but because they've made you doubt. In this week where we have, well, so many planets in your sign, my dear, what can I say? Just from 14 to 19, sweetheart. No, yes, from 14 to 19. They're very important days. Just focus, don't get caught up. Remember my soapy fish metaphor. I am a soapy fish, I am a soapy fish, I am a soapy fish. Don't listen to negative voices, quite the opposite. This week, your attraction, your chemistry, and your magnetism will take you to great places. Many barriers are going to fall. Many blocks are going to fall away. You'll have, if you maintain a great attitude, remember, we're magnets. You, me, and everyone. We are exactly what we think, what we feel, and what we say. If you focus and tell yourself how wonderful, unique, and sensational you are, astrologically, you're doing very well indeed. There are aspects favoring you in a tremendous way. In attraction, in chemistry, in magnetism, in communication. In action, in energy, in progress. It's not time to think, it's time to act. Not on impulse, but with the informed judgment that you possess. Yes, you'll distance yourself from people or situations where you shouldn't be. and you've known it for a while. There are situations you must remove from your life so that everything new can arrive. I'm talking work-wise and professionally. A week also for planning or for going on trips, and there are events, parties, or meetings, 15, 16, 17, where it's very much worth your while to attend. It will benefit your future in the short term in your professional life. For Taurus, you have the strength, the power, the energy, the capacity, the desire, the spirit. What is my beautiful Taurus waiting for? It's not even time to put the key in to open the door. It's already open. Just push it. Ready? On Sunday, we have the sun on your side. Go on. Great changes are coming for you, my dear Taurus. You've already removed everything, shaken off everything you had to get rid of, right, from your life? You've already taken off several masks. You've realized then not everything is as it seems, my love. There will be things you let go of and thought, oh, why did I let that go? Well, that's how it goes, my love. Now, for the new, everything new that is coming into your life is the result of your good conduct. It's the result of what you've sown. You're harvesting new things, different things. You managed, my dear Taurus, to step out of comfort zones and convenience, which had nothing to do with comfort or convenience, right? They were habits. They were customs. You broke them. You've learned, my love. You're a person of struggle, dedication, commitment, tenacity. You have a big heart, and you realize that you're on the fair, correct, and suitable path. And now that much abundance and prosperity is coming to different areas of your life. Now you know who stays and who doesn't, right? That's important. That's why many times in life, when we lose, we win. That's for sure. And now that you're living it, and now that your sun comes next Sunday, well, unstoppable, my Tauruses. There's a lot of fire in the air. It's going to help you a lot. Just avoid jealousy in any kind of relationship, because there's going to be a lot of passion, my dear Taurus. By the way, there are rewards, recognition, or some gift that arrives early. For Geminis, intuition, perception, premonitory dreams, they're going to be really strong this week. Since Gemini gets along very well with Aries for being air, I always get mixed up with air. Aries, it sounds like a tongue twister, right? Right now, my dear Gemini, you have the grand, phenomenal, and sensational opportunity to put your new plans, your new projects on the table without telling anyone. You must always be very clear about that because you love to tell, chat, talk, share, and not everyone is happy about your triumph, your success, your abundance, your prosperity, and your joy. Of course, aside from your gift of gab and being well-liked, you have an incredible charisma. Well, this week, look, from the 14th to the 19th, when we're going to have so much fire in the air, it's going to be extremely useful for you because new paths, new channels, new opportunities will open up for you. There's a lot of abundance professionally, financially, and emotionally. If you already have a stable relationship right now, well, there's going to be more wonderful fire in that relationship. Lots of passion. If you don't have a stable relationship, you could meet someone very important in your life. For Cancers, abundance dwells in the gifts of each one of us. And you have a huge amount of gifts. And there's no one to stop you when you decide to achieve something, right, my dear Cancer? When something enters your mind, it immediately connects with your heart and your soul. And you go for it because you go for it and you achieve it. Well, this week is a very important week. All of it from the 13th to the 19th. And I could go on because it's April and May. This week, especially, new things are coming, different things. It's something that you don't need. It's something outside of what you're used to, of what you do, but it's very beneficial because it's in the house of profession. It will suit you because it connects favorably with your economic life. Since we have several planets in fire, That helps you tremendously, my dear Cancer, in love, in romance, in passion, in thinking, doing new things. Different things are going to come your way, and you're going to take them because they'll suit you, because it's for your own benefit, and of course, for your loved ones. Through some social contact, a friend you have, they're going to connect you with a third person who's going to be very beneficial in some agreement, in some negotiation, in some deal, in something that has to do with paperwork, contracts, agreements, negotiations, so that everything you have on your hands gets moving along faster. For the Leos, winning will be your word for this week, but you're going to win everything. Win love, win experience, win patience, win prudence, win perseverance. It's a week of a lot of growth, of a lot of learning, of realizing a lot about your strength, about your power, about your confidence, about your self-love and that. What does it do? A person who is confident in themselves like you are, there's no one who can bend them, and even if they want to bend you, you straighten right back up. That's for sure. This week is a very good week for you. I can't give you a specific day. For me, I like absolutely all of them, and I'm staying. Not just from the 13th to the 19th, but these movements with so much fire in the air are gonna favor you. For the coming weeks, in whatever matter you have to carry out, it especially marks something that has to do with your home. It could be changes, remodeling, readjustments. Well, a balance in the home of the things you want, what's a yes, what's a no, what needs to be done. There's a lot of joy. It's a week of a lot of joy. You're going to feel very fulfilled, very happy, very accomplished. Because besides the fact that you'll receive good news on the 14th, 15th, 16th, there's a lot of joy in your heart. It could be some lovely news in your home. There could be a new member in the family. And it also marks trips, short trips and long trips. So start packing your bags, my dear Leo. For the Virgos, analyzing, observing, checking, well, it's normal, right? For you, it's part of your life. That's how Virgos are. Methodical, orderly, punctual, correct, each in their own ways, in their own lines, but that's how they are. This week, you're going to be very surprised by how many people recognize yourself, your being, your inner self, your ability. Because you're going to receive, it could be a recognition, a reward, a gift, something in your professional environment, and also the social one. There are new things that life has in front of you. We know that sometimes everything new to you, you kind of observe it too much and you see it like this. One way or another, it's worth it. I see very good growth with all the new things coming into your life. It has to do with buying, selling, public relations, art, beauty. All of that has to do with you. That many times, my dear Virgo, we can have, I don't know, hobbies. I like to cook, or I like to dance, or I like to sing, or I like to decorate, but as a hobby. But it can become your way of life. Quite apart from what you're doing right now, you have to be very mindful of that. This is a week that will put you to the test in that regard. Also, through your social contacts, you'll be invited to a party or a meeting where you'll meet important, interesting people. Not only will you have fun, you'll learn a lot. A change is also marked within your home. It could be within the organization of your home, where everyone will take a little more responsibility, more autonomy, more independence, so that everyone does what they're supposed to. And that, well, helps a lot because it's teamwork. Are you expecting changes in your finances? Actually, yes. This week, surprise money is coming, miraculous money. When we call it surprise money, miraculous money, it's money you didn't expect, or a project they give you, or an increase in your income by any means. For Libras, everything that wasn't happening, that wasn't moving, that was blocked, that was closed, it's over. Evolution. Big changes, news, transformations, and opportunities. It's time. Don't look back. On the contrary, from here and forward, what's been lived is done. The past is smoke and the future is wind. Live in the moment, my dear Libra. You're facing new challenges, new opportunities, new trials. Many things that you shouldn't have in your life have already left. I said at the beginning that with so much fire in the air, those who must pay the most attention to what's happening. With the sun in Aries, with Saturn, with Neptune, and with Mercury in Aries. You are in the cardinal cross. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. It's going to help you tremendously. So much, my dear Libra. Everything you wanted, desired, dreamed of, but you've already sown it, my love. It's not like you're just starting now. And this isn't a matter of age. Because triumph, success, abundance, and prosperity happen at any age. Because you, Libra, have sown a lot. You've sown light, peace, love, joy, happiness, laughter, and more, but you're a professional in what you do. If you're studying, you're the best. If you're in a profession, you're the best. I mean, you don't do things halfway, right? Well, this week is about results. Use your social connections to move faster toward what you need. You're gonna receive good news in your family environment. In your nuclear family, I mean, in your core, in your immediate circle, I mean, those answers that make you go, wow, yes, they'll bring you much joy and happiness. And if you're a bit worried about the job, work, or financial matters, don't even stress. You'll see much abundance. For Scorpios, everything that goes through your mind, one day your eyes will see it become a reality. And you know it well, Scorpio, because you have a very powerful mind. Everything that goes through your mind is achieved and done. We're going to cut ties. We're going to cut like this. Cutting for me means I close cycles, remove ties, trust myself, take the stakes out of my mind and heart, and go for it. I know that for you, having such a good memory, you don't forget things. If someone hurt you, if someone affected you, if someone damaged you. But let me tell you something. Forgiving is going to heal you. It's that simple. Forgiven isn't forgetting, my love. Forgiven is seeing people through different eyes. That's good for you. You've closed those cycles. Forgiving isn't reconciling, okay? That's something else. I'm referring to situations from your past. I'm telling you this. I'm putting this on the table because it's in your best interest. Work-wise, professionally, financially, and socially, you have very good aspects. And by making room for the new, which is great, making room for the new means emptying my pain. What I've been holding on to, remember that resentment is refeeling a situation, but since you, I repeat, have one of the most powerful memories in the zodiac. And having a Scorpio in your life is magical, truly. Scorpio? So the same pampering, love, affection, and attention you give others, now you'll give to yourself, freeing yourself from ties. Free yourself from ties. Do what you want to do and run for your dreams. You don't have to be liked by everyone, just like yourself, because in the end, everyone else will like you too. I'm telling you this because I'm looking into the astrological situation for Scorpios. For this week, very important new channels are going to open up for you. And that's why it's important to make room for everything new that's coming your way, so that your mind is clear, is free, and you can keep creating, producing, doing. Changes are coming to yourself, right? Will you rediscover yourself? Then very favorable changes are coming to your home. And everything related to friendships keeps moving forward. Avoid jealousy, possessiveness, and apprehensions. Love is freedom and trust. And freedom of action in every sense will give you much peace and tranquility. For Sagittarius, well, Sagittarius, I told you since the beginning of the year that big changes, big transformations, news, and great opportunities were coming. Peace is coming. Much peace for Sagittarius. After having gone through tremendous whirlwinds, and we didn't even know if we were coming or going, right? And that doesn't mean we weren't still perfect, because that's how Sagittarius is. You see, Sagittarius is perfect, even though only they know how they really are. But that time has passed, my love. Neptune's no longer in Pisces, Saturn's no longer in Pisces. Pluto's now in Aquarius, Neptune is in Aries, Saturn is in Aries. Next week we have Aquarius, Uranus in Gemini. You're already feeling that. And this super new moon of this coming 17th, April 15th, 16th, and 17th, stay very alert, my dear Sagittarius, because you'll receive in abundance all that you deserve. And I'm not just talking about work or financial matters. I'm talking about recognition and rewards. And it could be the formalization of a romantic relationship, or if you're not in a romantic relationship, this is a year for stable, important relationships. Now that you know who you are, what you want, where you're going, you've learned. Just as you do everything wonderfully at work and you claim your place and your spot, now you've learned it emotionally, and that's what's coming. For Capricorns, there are rebirths. And when there are rebirths, it's about finding lost pieces of yourself within. Definitely. That finding of pieces within yourself, my dear Capricorn, is now giving you the chance to take that step. But giant steps. Steps. With the confidence of knowing that you can handle this and more. By stepping out of comfort zones, you realize that you're a bold, shrewd, capable, and intelligent person. Neptune and Saturn and Aries are giving you magic keys, keeping you focused without letting them move you from your center. Don't give others power over your life. When they try to move you from your center. Many times, my dear Capricorn, you want others to have either your capacity, your intelligence, or your agility. We're all different, my love, but they do know what makes you move from your center. They do know, and it's not worth it. How are you going to give someone power over your life just to make you angry? Not at all. It's a very complete week for you. Look, there's a lot of harmony and peace in your home. There's lovely news in your home. You're doing very well with yourself. Home, clothing, sustenance. If you're looking for a new job, a promotion, a change in your finances, there it is, my love. There it is. You have to trust in everything that you are, because planetarily, the doors are open. It's important at times to distance ourselves from toxic people who are very negative and, instead of lifting you up, they bring you down. No? Vibrate high with people who are vibrating just like you, my dear Capricorn. For Aquarius, take off the blindfold, see things as they are, because everything coming your way is the result of your good actions. Forget about good luck or anything like that. I believe in good fortune, and to me, good fortune is for those people who push forward, who don't just wait around, who make whatever crosses their mind a reality, no matter how many times they fall or get back up. That's you, Aquarius. And this week is also going to be about pushing forward with calls, meetings, events, moving one way, moving the other. But it's going to be very much worth it. Everything that you've been sowing for a very long time is going to start yielding results. Not necessarily this week, but starting this week, you'll have good news. Good news that will bring you a lot of joy and happiness. And we know how much of a dreamer and how loving you are and how creative. And the fertile imagination of my dear Aquarius. And even more so next week when we have Uranus in the sign of Gemini. Starting now, right? You've been feeling it. Fixing up your home, fixing yourself up, fixing your vehicles if you have them. Doing new things, different things. Searching for many answers within yourself to everything new and different that's arriving, yes. And this is just the beginning. Because many channels of abundance and prosperity will open for you. I know perfectly well that you, as a good Aquarius, like to give, share, support, and you like your own space. You like your world, and you like to learn, to know things in order to share them, of course. This week, you're going to see how many things will actually happen. Plant the little seeds in your mind of what you want to bear fruit and to sprout little flowers. Because your mind is very fertile right now. Extremely so. I mean, very magical. And when our intuition is so close to the surface, the universe returns everything multiplied. We have a super new moon this coming 17th. We have several planets in fire. Remember that fire elements get along very well with you, Aquarius. Yes, so it's time to think. No, my love. Think little, feel much, act a lot. It's time to take giant steps forward. There's good fortune and there's abundance. It's up to you to send emails, knock on doors, make calls. On their own, they will come to you, my love. Travels, many travels are coming. If you like to travel, Aquarius, travels are coming. 2, 3 parties along the way. Parties where there's a lot of talent, a lot of ability, a lot of joy, a lot of knowledge, something you love. And for you, my dear Pisces, you're weaving great ideas, aren't you? Your mind is, well, going at full speed. Of course, with Neptune and Aries. Unstoppable, right, my Pisces? Running this way, that way, over here, over there, and I think and I act and I do and I do. Yes, and it'll keep going like that. It's not just because of Neptune and Aries. There are more things on the way, more planets out there, giving you the material to make 1, 2, 3, several dreams come true. It's time to win. You went through many tests, falls, errors, mistakes, lessons. You climbed an incredible number of steps, and then they'd fall and they'd go up and fall, but you stayed firm, right? Living forward with nobility, with generosity, and a lot of faith that you can move forward. And that, planetarily, is called growth for your knowledge. That's simple. It's simply, I'm going to go through several tests. Several of the tests have been passed. I've always told you, and I'm going to remind you very well that I tell you this. Pisces, put yourself right at the front of the line. How many times have I told you? Well, that's how it is. Put yourself right at the front of the line. You already know, you're already on it. Look, this week, the 16th, 17th, and 18th are days of celebration, of parties, of meetings, of events, where there's good and very pleasant news for you, or for one of your family members that will fill your heart with joy and happiness. If you need to do any kind of signing, contract, or agreement this week, I invite you to look at it, check it, analyze it, and sign. Next week, next Monday, the 20th or 21st or 22nd, so the sun is in Taurus and we're in a new moon. And so everything you're going to sign for any kind of negotiation or agreement is multiplied. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you, as always, that all your dreams come true, that you vibrate in perfect harmony, and that everything flows and falls into place. I invite you to subscribe here to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and hit the bell. And I also invite you to go and check out my channel in English and share it with your friends, your family, your acquaintances, and you already know the social networks. I'm Mizada Mohamed, which is my name, because they asked me if it was. Artistic, yes, it's also a stage name, but that's my name, Mizada Mohamed. And if I keep going, I'll tell you about it. Wow, Chachito. The ones that follow are more tangled. I'm verified on all of them. If it's not, look, it even rhymes without effort. If it's not verified, it's not Mizada. Even if it's me, even if it's my information. But it's people using my image and my name. Oh, and let me clarify, I don't sell any of those things they say I sell and that I give consultations. At what time? No. I have always been dedicated to you and the media, or in my conferences or in other things. Don't be fooled by people who use my name. If you've known me for so many years, you know that's not it, right? And if I gave consultations, I'd always be very loving, very sweet, with much love. Not contingent on you buying this, so I'll do that. That is not me. Right, Ticino?
Never.
Never. Isn't that right?
Nothing.
Much light, much peace, much love. Trust that what you are living through is called growth for your knowledge. Give it time. Everything falls into place. Give it time. I'm Mizada Mohamed. I love y'all. And I want to see you thrive.
Thank you very much for graciously joining us today. Please subscribe to our channel and kindly visit my personal website, Mizada-Mohamed.com.